we go. All right, let's go. Now B-Man's gonna. They pretty much know which. I mean, they know which champions are going through, but I'm pretty sure. Oh, that's sorry, my bad.
Now I'm interested.
So Korean Mid's on Epic Loot. That's the team. I knew he was on the tournament. I just couldn't remember what team off the top of my head. So LeBlanc getting picked first. There's the Poppy instant return ban.
I'm interested to see if Purple Team is going to take the same champions. Is this what they're doing? Do they get to pick new champs, or?
I think Purple for the most part. See, we were understanding that maybe it could be different champions, but they don't get any bans. Purple Team at least bans that matter. Meanwhile, Blue Team. So obviously there won't be an Orianna. Galio being banned out, but I believe Korean Mid still has to pick Maokai is the only difference. Maybe Purple Team can switch their picks that were actually on the Purple Team, but Korean Mid can, or Korean Mid has to pick Maokai.
No worry. Okay.
Be interesting to see. Okay, so
there goes Sejuani. So, I mean, some different bans coming from blue side.
Good old Garen.
And there's the Garen pick. Man, you called that one. How'd you know?
Dude, foresight.
And there's the first pick of Lissandra from B-Man. So already we're seeing quite the interesting squad. This is going to be a lot different of a team than we were expecting from blue side.
Once again, I have a feeling Team B-Man has this now.
Going into the fact that they know that it's a tank squad, I'm gonna say yeah, they probably got it at this point.
Well, now I believe both teams have the opportunity to pick new champions now because
I was under the impression that both teams did as well. Korean Mid was the only one that had to stay Maokai. I'm very sure that was the deal. But they're picking the same champions. At least those two did.
So they may be going for a new strategy now, maybe not. I mean, all Team B-Man has to do is pick a tank shredder or two, and Purple Team's at a disadvantage. Like a Cogmaw. I'd like to see a Cogmaw. That'd be fun.
Alright, so Crazy Willis, Vesuva, here comes their picks. Will it be any different? I don't really know. Blue Team definitely has the edge now, though. That's definitely for sure. So there's been a little bit of a halt in the action. Again, I apologize to all the people that have been waiting patiently. We figured this game would go in, and we probably would have been already done with the first game, but now with this issue, this kind of set us back quite a bit tonight.
For those of you just tuning in, you missed out on a lot.
It was very exciting.
We talked about
again, Lord Abel, I was under the impression that you guys could pick different champions except for Korean Mid, who had to pick Maokai.
I mean, picking Maokai isn't exactly a bad thing.
No, it's not.
It's a strong champion. Now, I would have laughed if, like, Fur Popper only Tuna got Maokai first. That'd be funny.
So, alright, so we got that clarified, at least as of now. I think they now exactly know that they can pick different champions. No, he has to go top.
Browse pvp.net. What's this? So I can, like, see their stats?
Alright, so the Ahri getting picked up by Golems, so that's a little different there, and Volibear getting picked up by Lord Abel. Fur Pop coming back with the Rek'Sai. So it's mostly the same picks on the blue side, except for Lissandra. Only Tuna on Scion. So again, yeah, same picks all around except for Lissandra. So who was their mid laner going to be last game? I can't. Karthus. So Karthus is being replaced by Lissandra, and there's the Maokai. So the same kind of beefy tank front line by Purple Team. And meanwhile, Blue Team, the only difference there is Lissandra instead of Karthus. So hopefully there won't be any issues here. We'll be able to load into the game without too much of a problem and get the action started. Again, I'll take this time to apologize to all the people viewing the stream, as this has not been the easiest night so far of the third term of mediocrity to deal with. I know, so.
Well, we gotta talk for another 3 minutes.
Well, I mean, we had some interesting topics to talk about last time, I guess.
Have you guys seen the movie Into the Woods?
Into the Woods. I have not seen the movie Into the Woods.
It's a good movie.
It's a horrible movie, actually.
What is that? What's that big online movie criticizing website? IMDb. They would tell you Into the Woods is roughly a terrible movie. I disagree. I think it's great.
Let me check out what Into the Woods is here, because I've never even heard of it, I think. So.
Don't read the comments. The comments do not do it justice.
Whoa, wait, it's got a 6.1 out of
10.
Out of 10. That's pretty solid.
That's pretty okay. Yeah,
good.
That's a solid movie.
Yeah.
Now
Mama.
I'm curious. Now, Rotten Tomatoes. I want to know what Rotten Tomatoes thinks of it. Hang on. So, Into the Woods. Now, if you guys have not seen The Room, then you should definitely look into seeing The Room.
The Room.
Because that might be considered the worst movie of all time. But it's so bad that it's hilarious.
What kind of movie is it?
It is a dark comedy, I guess, and it's strange. It's just weird. I really don't know. You should probably watch the premiere, or not the premiere. The what's the trailer for it? And Into the Woods on Rotten Tomatoes, 52% of the audience liked it. You also got a 6.6 out of 10 on Rotten Tomatoes, which actually isn't bad. So, I mean, I don't know, Strat Daddy, apparently you're actually in the minority here in thinking it's a terrible movie.
No, I love that movie. Into the Woods? I love that movie.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, I love that movie. IMDb said it's the worst movie of all time, though.
I have a suggestion for all the stream viewers. You need to see Beaster Day.
Oh my God, Levi and I watched Beaster Day last weekend.
Beaster Day is a masterpiece.
Oh my Lord.
Beaster Day, Here Comes Peter Cottonhill.
Beaster Day is quite the movie. That's all I can tell you. It is a movie.
We have a couple gems. Ginger Dead Man 1, 2, and 3. Those are all. I mean, I've only seen Ginger Dead Man 1, but I can assure you that it's probably just as good. Ginger Dead Man 2 and 3 are probably just as good as Ginger Dead Man 1. Also, there's the movie Black Sheep, and no, I'm not talking about the Chris Farley Black Sheep movie. I'm talking about the Black Sheep movie that was made in New Zealand about sheep vampires. So those or sheep zombies. I guess sheep zombies, my bad. So yeah, that's definitely one to look for as well if you're at a video store or you happen to find it online. You will not regret it.
Next time you guys are like drinking or something and you want something to do with your buddies, just get on the internet, find Beaster Day. You will be mildly disappointed.
There are titties.
All right, okay. That's gonna set me over the top. I might have to go watch it now.
There's also a large beaster animal that tears limbs off of people. It's a classic.
Oh boy.
It's also got some solid C- acting skill.
Well, see, that sounds a lot like The Room. The Room has titties. It has a lot of. I don't even know if it's C- quality. It's probably even lower. But like I said, there's a lot of random throwing of football scenes back and forth with no dialogue. I mean, I don't even know what to say. You may think the first 15 minutes into the movie that's a softcore porn, but trust me, there is eventually a story that breaks out, and it's not the greatest of stories, but it is a story. So, but anyway, all right. So the game loading in. Finally, we're gonna have some action.
Man, was it worth it?
Look at this. Look at this.
For 800 riot points.
And they're spawning in.
Oh boy.
Fun fact, guys. The red side salesman is a walrus.
There you go. Red side salesman, a walrus.
That used to own a hot air balloon shaped like a boat, but now he owns a crashed air balloon.
There it is. There's Strat Daddy's. You found this out, I guess, by being extra. I don't know. I don't even think.
The blue side salesman is actually Nar's older brother.
Oh really?
Oh man.
Maybe I can see that. All right. So anyway.
Affordable.
All right. So I believe we're already 20 seconds past where we were last game.
Please, Winter Fox, don't even joke about that. He said, let's pause the game for like 3 seconds just to mess with him. Please, no. We've had plenty of that.
Yeah, no pausing if it's all possible, guys. All right, so pretty standard items to start off the game with. Actually, I'm going to rearrange the little interface
We actually
down
have
here.
to cast now? Damn.
Yes, we do actually have to cast now.
Damn, I gotta act like I know what I'm talking about.
Well, I mean, you don't have to get all super serious. I mean, you can be kind of the clown caster, and Levi can. I don't know what Levi's gonna add, but just. But
Exactly.
I mean,
That's what I'm here for.
Wow, dude, this Wally Bear only has 64 attack damage right now.
Thank you, Peeps. I appreciate that.
What kind of runes did he take? That's not much. I wonder if
I feel like, yeah, Strat. Just give us the random facts about the map. That you're like the league historian right here. Okay. You just give us the random facts that no one really cares about, but it's just interesting to know. And
at roughly some point before 2 minutes, you can see Dragon flying around in the very top lane.
so there it is, nice. And you might be able to see it now if we happen to watch, but we're not going to, because we want to see some of this action.
Jungle monsters spawn at 155.
So Scion started with the little rock guys. He got no leads though. That sucks. Oh no, he's doing that level 2 buff thing. Okay.
Scion, yeah, Scion's doing the level 2 buff. He's actually starting at red buff and not any other. Can Scion actually do the red buff when he dies?
Hey, he goes down.
Yeah.
He can do the smaller camps.
Yeah, dude, he can. He can do that.
Got it. Wow, actually, yeah, that wasn't much of a problem for him. So, yeah. Bound in the bottom lane here, Winterfuck's getting poked a little bit by B-Man and Crazy Willis.
And then he's going to TP
He has to use some of those pots.
Interesting.
And there's the TP.
Maokai also got level 2 off that, though. So not a large gain for him.
So Crazy Willis, again, poking blind up 2. They did get that level 2 advantage. Winterfuck's has got to be careful. He came forward a little bit too much.
But
So,
they're getting fucked.
already poking him out of lane. Only Tuna. Let's see what he does with this red buff, if he can maybe punish Korean mid up in the top lane. Again, Korean mid, the last minute ad due to Rayman, his internet connectivity. By last minute ad, I mean the wait 30-minute ad. But
No one has died yet. This isn't your typical ranked game.
I don't really recall when our earliest death was in the tournament so far, but
It was me going into the tri-bush, dying pretty much instantly.
In the history of mediocrity tournaments.
Okay, maybe in the first tournament mediocrity, yeah, but in this one, though, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Seems like teams have been playing pretty safe early game.
Yeah, they have been for the most part, but again, there's a lot of damage coming through on the red side bottom lane on both Leona and Sivir. You gotta really be careful. And, Vesuvia going in, but Lord Abel's there to capitalize. The Glacial Path's already out. He might have to flash here.
Oh shit, is this...
There's the charm, but the first blood's gonna go over to Ari on Golem, so there it is. Punishing him for using that Glacial Path offensively instead of defensively, and it's already first blood.
Charm sealed the deal there.
Charm did seal the deal for Golems. My precious, indeed.
That was your, that's your typical case of the jungler being in the right place at the right time.
You would know a lot about that, wouldn't you, Strat?
Not really. Usually not there. I'm usually watching where I should be at the right place at the right time while doing a jungle camp. So.
The farm's important, you know?
It is.
So, right, they're just kind of conceding some farm in the bottom lane, which, I mean, in all honesty, they probably should at this point. Oh, another gank coming up on only tune-up here. Korean mid has to flash to get on top of it. Only tune actually gets flipped over. This volley bear pick, maybe they should have banned it. That was weird that that devastating smash didn't land, though. But volley bear already coming in handy. I mean, they knew he was going to pick it, so they probably could have banned it.
The Jinx and the John are completely just owning this lane down here. They seem to be pushing them off the farm.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job of zoning, so maybe Lord Abel will come in down there next whenever he goes back with that assist gold. B-Man doing a nice little poke.
B-Man with the big trade damage.
Again, Leona, as we said before the last game started, Leona is going to have such a hard time against Jaina, and we're seeing that right now. Like, Winterfucks cannot even come close to putting any pressure on So Crazy Willis. Zap coming in. It's going to be a lot of damage, but it's not going to be enough. Just barely. That extra shield coming in through for armor on Winterfucks saves him. And Lord Abel is actually kind of in the area. And there's, the flash Q from So Crazy Willis. Whoa, that was a play right there.
Gotta say. Didn't see that coming.
I didn't even see that coming. That was very unexpected.
I mean, you guys know how I play to carry, and I couldn't have done that, so clearly it was skilled.
Now they're gonna turn in a dragon play right now. So Crazy Willis, B-Man, and Furpop all in the area. Lord Abel might try to steal this though. He's got to be careful.
I don't think that he can contest that though. His team's too spread out.
Sandra's also in the area, as is Golems.
Yep.
Sandra is level, no, not level 6 yet, but Golems is level 6. Blue team grabs it. And Lord Abel is going to have to just, he's probably just going to run away from this. He still has his passive up. So first dragon going over to horrible team name. They also managed to get a kill, and they're now finding themselves up a little bit in gold.
Aside from the ganking from Volibear, it seems that the blue team has control of the game so far.
Well, at least in the mid lane, we're not really seeing much of the action in the in the bottom lane, is what I meant to say. But in the mid lane, we haven't really seen a little bit of the action. The CS is pretty even in that lane, at least. Oh, the Janus shield coming out. There's a Zenith blade that lands, but Winterfucks is now completely away from his ADC. So, but a lot of damage actually went on to So Crazy Willis. That is some of what Leona can do. She does a lot of damage for being a support player, especially early in the game.
Ooh, that was a bad CS miss.
Oh man.
I cringed at that.
Oh. Alright, so Lord Abel is he gonna pass his blue buff off to Ahri? It doesn't really look like it. He's gonna keep it for himself. Furpop getting his red buff in his own jungle.
Hey dude, junglers need some loving too every once in a while.
Furpop's actually taking a lot of damage. He does have that smite though, so he'll be just fine.
Blessing of the Elder Lizard.
Please get Strat to call out every miss CS. Well, it's up to him if he wants to do that.
Oh man, tree, got it.
Be mighty impressive.
Alright, so only tuna up here. As far as flashes that were burned earlier on, Lysandra does have her flash up, or will have hers up. So Crazy Willis is still down for about another 2 minutes or so. Scions will come up as well, in about a minute and a half.
Oh wow, nice job.
Yeah, very nice twisted advance by Korean mid there.
Top lane is quite the wet noodle fight. They're both landing everything, but it doesn't matter because they're so.
Oh, good Zenith blade landing.
Wow.
By Winterfucks, and a lot of damage coming through on So Crazy Willis. You gotta be careful. There's the zap coming back though. Can they maybe kind of back? The level 6 came through on to blind F2 before anyone else in the bottom lane.
Pretty even trade, I'd say.
It was a very even trade, but had they all been level 6 there, I'm curious how that might have been different.
Right.
Jinx just now hitting level 6. B-Man's very close to level 6 himself.
Oh, missed one. I imagine that Crazy Willis would have been a lot more offensive because of his execution, but
Zap lands on a Winterfucks there. Yeah, if he would have been level 6, yeah, with the Super Mega Death Rocket. And they're forcing Golems to use the Spirit Rush. Nice little gank there to draw out the ultimate. B-Man almost not going to blind up 2. Oh, the Boomerang Blade hitting for full damage. A lot of poke, and Winterfucks again goes in. The Flame Chompers barely miss, otherwise that's a dead Leona for sure. Super Mega Death Rocket comes through, blind up 2. But now Lord Abel's in the vicinity. Exhaust is used. B-Man using his ultimate. I think actually... Yeah, horrible team name and a little bit of trouble. The flash onto B-Man. Can they get 2 here? And there's the flash. Oh! Nice dodge of the Leona ult right there. So 1 for nothing in the bottom lane in favor of Vayne. God, please carry.
Like I said, wet noodle fight. Missed the CS.
I mean, Malachi did take some damage up there, though.
Yeah.
Looks like Sivir was a goner there for a while, but they did a nice job turning that around.
Yeah, very good exhaust used in the middle of all that by Winterfucks.
This
If
volley
that flame chopper would have landed, it would have been a very different fight.
Yeah, it was just a not the most well-placed flame chompers by Jinx there. Oh, Vesuvia going in, has to use Glacial Path, and he's gonna get out of there just fine. Very nice mobility right there in the mid lane. As far as items that are being built, I mean, Jinx does complete the BF sword. Meanwhile, Sivir only has the pickaxe and the Berserker's Greaves, so a little bit of a damage boost. And Flash actually used by Golems. And there's the Ice Tomb, the knockup from Furpop. Oh boy, Vesuvia almost goes down. Can Furpop do enough damage? He misses that. Man. Korean mid is now in trouble. Oh boy, there's the knockup, Korean mid, and the Spear Rush coming through. But Sion comes charging in! Oh my gosh, the Flash was just used by Korean mid to try and get even closer. Can only Tuna maybe pick this up. The Glacial Path coming in. Nice kiting by Vesuvia, trying to maybe get him down. But Lord Abel's now joined the fight. Nice charm onto only Tuna. I think maybe he gets away here. Actually, no, Chilling Smite. Never mind, he's going to walk away from that fight.
Very even team fighting here.
Oh, the rocket from So Crazy Willis!
Shit, that was awesome.
So Crazy Willis is saying, jump on my back, guys. There's plenty of room. Let's actually watch that rocket all the way through. He actually sees Malachi go back because he's not in the bush. Here comes the rocket, and it's just perfect, spot on.
Oh, okay. It's like this isn't all in.
Oh, we're missing something here.
Dodge the solar flare.
Oh, the solar flare was actually used, and it missed, apparently. Is that what happened?
Yep.
And actually, Winterfuck's in a lot of trouble here. Furpop's down here. The zap's gonna land. The knockup. So Crazy Willis does not have his ultimate. He's gotta get him before he gets over the wall, and they do.
Oh man, caught with their pants down between her ankles.
That cannot be fun to be caught with your pants down, especially by a beast like Kha'Zix, or not Kha'Zix, Rek'Sai. Gosh. And that's gonna be a second dragon. Also, looks like it's gonna go over to horrible team name. Unless you think Volibear can maybe steal this.
This Volibear, he's just sitting there idly crying. He's always there for the dragon.
Oh, the good smite. Golem's ults in. They're trapped in this Baron pit. B-Man's taking a lot of damage. He has to ult. And here comes the teleport. Lord Abel's gonna go down, so it's a 1-for-1. Teleport of only Tuna though. They slow. Golem's in a lot of trouble. A zap misses, but can he dodge all of this? The nice orb deception, the flash onto it. Oh, beautiful. But he misses the Super Mega Death Rocket, and Spirit Rush just came up. Oh, whoa. Wow. She went for it. There, you got to risk it to get the biscuit in that situation. I like what Golem's tried to do right there.
Questionable re-engage there. I mean, he had the escape, I think, but...
I think probably he would have escaped if he used that last Spirit Rush defensively, but... I mean, the best case scenario there, he maybe gets 2 kills. Worst case scenario, he only dies. And, well, they do give up a turret as well, but they probably would have given that up whether he lived or died there.
Jinx had a great chomper at the opening of Dragon Pit to keep Ahri out of the Dragon Pit. Actually.
Nice catch, Nighthawk. I didn't even realize that.
I was too busy looking at the really cool pink ward.
And like she was locked down.
Alright, so a 5-4 lead, and also about 2,000 gold for horrible team name.
It's looking good for Team B, man. They're grouping up nicely.
Yeah, that was a very nice teleport by Only Tuna to get down to that dragon fight. They needed him down there. As that fight, I don't know if it would have went so well if Sion wouldn't have been there. But actually, So Crazy Willis did not go back after that fight. He's sitting on 2,000 gold. So you can imagine when he comes back into lane.
Young Pink goes down.
Pink does go down there. Also, let's see if anyone else on their team knows. So Jinx just going back, and she's almost got all the components for Infinity Edge, but could not finish it. Meanwhile, the blind F2 Sivir, I'm not exactly sure what he's building. He's got a pickaxe and a vamp scepter. Those two items together actually do not finish an item after those two are completed. So, I mean, your guess is as good as mine.
Trying to think here. It would make a Sanguine Blade, but this is the wrong map for that. So.
Yes, this is the wrong map for that. Okay, so it's Korean mid. Yeah, they're just going to walk away from that. Nothing's going to happen there.
Too bad.
Hydra on Sivir? Maybe. I mean, it'd be a ballsy choice by blind F2. Only Tuna's going to run into a Korean mid up here.
I think this is a fight.
Oh, Glacial. Yeah, Glacial Path also coming down. Nice rotation up top. A horrible team name.
Killing spree on Vesuva.
Yeah, that's the player you really don't want to give up a lot of kills to is Lissandra. She gets out of control in a hurry. Oh, the Zenith Blade just barely missing for Winterfucks there too. Zap lands. Wow.
A lot of punishment.
Yeah, if Leona misses on that engagement, that's she's basically worthless for the next 6 or so seconds, especially when she's that far away from the ADC.
Yeah.
Looks like they want to engage on this, but they're way ahead of it. Golem's coming down, doing nothing but wasting time. So it's now a little over 2,000 gold lead for a horrible team name.
Still a close game.
Even though the kills are close, I think blue team definitely has map control at this point. For sure.
Yeah.
There is warding. There is some very good warding on every lane, especially up in the top lane. I mean, bottom lane does have a couple wards well placed, but as far as mid lane wards go and like bushes surrounding in the jungle and mid lane, there's really no wards there. But I mean, you can understand that because one of the turrets in the mid lane's already gone. In fact, it's the only turret that's gone down so far in this game.
See if the Rek'Sai can do it.
Oh, maybe? Oh, there's the Zenith, but it misses. It just purely misses that time. She actually probably wanted to get Zenith there, actually, because Furpop was in the area. And now B-Man looks like he's trying to bait something out, and he's actually going to be successful here. They have gotten the bait, but B-Man's taking a lot of damage. The shield's coming through. Blind F2 does get knocked up, but a double stun by the Winterfuck's ultimate. He's going ham to try and get the kill on B-Man. It doesn't happen, though, as Jinx picks up the double.
It was a great bait.
It's a celebratory super mega death rocket.
Yes.
Yeah. Just rubbing it in.
So yeah, that was a risky bait, and it almost didn't work out. But I mean, B-Man's got some big old balls on him for trying that one.
This is about the time where the hashtag calculated should be coming in all chat.
Hashtag calculated. You would think that should be coming through. I mean, at this point, if you are Vayne God Please Carry, I mean, you're not out of the game. Your mid laner has, pretty good farm, has the 2 kills, can definitely do damage, and now he's got a needlessly large ruts. But that's where you got to focus everything. I mean, bottom lane, you don't want to give up on a lane too early in this game, but you really want to try at this point and get Ahri as fed as possible. If you are Vayne God Please Carry.
Looks like Sivir's gonna go for the Bloodthirster first item.
Yeah, now that she's got the BF sword, I feel like that's definitely gonna be the pickup.
Gold-wise, the mid laners are neck and neck. It's really it's the top laners and the carries that have the big difference.
So alright, Furpop again down in the bottom lane. They're trying to get So Crazy Willis fed. And they've been doing a good job of it so far. 4-1 and 3 on So Crazy Willis. Only 20 minutes in. Dragon's gonna be Dragon's alive now, and this will be the 3rd dragon. If they can get it. Lord Abel's in the area. Teleport is up for both top laners as well. I love that ward clearing right there by Furpop.
Red team's actually in the area for this one.
Early teleport coming in on Sion, actually. But they're going to just go ahead and engage on Dragon.
Looks like intimidation factor wins out here.
Oh, nice zoning right there by Only Tuna. They're keeping him away, and that will be the third dragon.
Fast dragon, too.
Yeah, the Jinx attack speed, you can't stop that. You gotta get right in there.
Get right in there.
You gotta get in there real deep, like.
Wow.
Very good point being made by Looping Poops. Fiona probably should be looking to make a Mikhail's Crucible, so that if Lysandra were to lock down Sivir, on top of the spell shield, you'll have 2 ways to get out of a CC, which is always very nice. Pop again down in the bottom lane. They're just trying to make things happen down in this bottom lane. E-Man trying to bait out another Zenith Blade. It actually misses.
It worked.
I mean, it worked in the case of getting the Zenith Blade on cooldown, but maybe he wanted to get caught there because Pop again is in the area.
At this point, I think that even if Leona gets a good engage, the blue team should be able to win a fight bot lane, if it's just a 2v2.
Hmm.
I agree. I think the Jinx with the attack speed and the
well, I think a lot of it comes down to is if Leona can actually get anything on Jinx. If Leona can cleanly get onto Jinx, she can lock down Jinx for such a long time.
Right.
So I mean, there are some variables there.
Yeah, if the Leona goes onto the Janna, it's just kind of wasted time and abilities.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna try and force this bottom outer turret. Lord Abel's now in the area, but never mind. They're just gonna back off. For Pop, they see him coming from up in the river. Golem's also kind of heading down here, but Scion also slowly making his way down here. He's in the mid lane. We got a back from Volibear, so never mind. Nothing's gonna be happening here.
might be a collapse on bot lane.
That is a wasted scanner. No wards detected.
Miss. Actually, it hits the spell shield.
Free mana.
Oh, so they're rotating down bottom. All the minions are getting. It's very hard to push on a Sivir with that ricochet.
Yeah.
And B-Man is now DC'd.
No. Oh yeah.
So in a weird turn of events,
It's great.
B-Man has now DC'd. The leader of Vayne God Please Carry DC'd prior to this game, or did not DC, but just could not connect. And oh wow, this is gonna be a lot shorter of a pause though.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
How the tables almost turn. Rubbing it in.
Got some angry faces from Looping Poops right there.
I think at this point, blue team definitely has the lead, and they're probably gonna be able to take it into the end of the game. That will be my guess.
I think that's a pretty safe bet. Okay, so the pause has been lifted. Looks like Winterfucks is maybe going to try and start something here. Arya's in the area. A flip on Only Tuna. The charm hits, but the Orb of Deception misses. And meanwhile, Malachi pushing up in the top lane. So Korean mid gets that top lane. Are they going to let Only Tuna back? It doesn't look like they will. And there's the ultimate from Only Tuna. The flash being forced to be used. But Malachi's going to continue to push up there. They need to do something with this 5-man down bottom.
Well, that was pretty uneventful.
I mean, what it ended up being was just a flash for a turret, basically.
Yeah.
And 4 members of Horrible Team Name are going to continue to stay down here. Winter Vesuvia, oh, doesn't get an ult off onto either members that stuck around in that lane. So, but a flash, again, used by Winterfucks there to get safety.
If the Jinx gets any contact with this turret, it's gonna go down.
Yeah, they're going to try, but again, Ricochet is going to do a lot of damage. Can they clear it out in time? And they should just, yeah, there it is. Okay, so she's excited. They're just going to get a turret. So is it basically a turret for a turret and 2 flashes? That was what that surmounted to. Meanwhile, on the top lane.
What is Gromp actually? Is he like a toad with like mushroom powers, or is he like a mushroom that turned into a toad?
I mean, I think whenever you see the Gromp come out of his little hole at the beginning of the game, he jumps onto a mushroom that must have had some sort of weird stuff on it because he turns pretty big and then obviously can do some serious damage.
So it's like a Mario shroom.
He's a bacteria or fungus. Okay. All right.
Oh, he's a fungus?
All right, so Dragon coming up in 1:30, and this is actually the one that gets to be a little scary for Vayne. Please carry. You don't want to give up the 4th Dragon at 25 minutes in the game.
4th Dragon opens up a really quick Baron, so.
Yeah, that too. I mean, not only that. I mean, it opens up a lot of possibilities. You're starting to do a lot of damage to turrets and minions now. Once you get that 4th Dragon, and also.
Does Dragon 4 increase your turret damage?
I believe it does.
I thought it was only minions and monsters.
15% damage. Well, the second one gives you the towers and buildings, and the 4th one gives minions and monsters. So basically, they'll be doing 50% extra damage to everything.
Okay.
Outside of champions. But it also opens the door for a 5th Dragon not long after that. So, and that's the one you got to worry about.
The coveted burn and double.
Yeah, that's the common name for it.
Yep.
So here we go. Sion ulting. He's ulting in the mid lane. Do they know which lane he's ulting into? There he is. Where's the Anivia wall when you need it?
Oh man, I think Lissandra should have gone in on that. Her team was there to follow up, and they've only got a couple people.
Oh man, they're actually it's 4-on-5. That was a weird righteous glory by Lord Abel. Can they maybe get this Rex side? Nope. Fur Pop tunnels away. So actually, again, nothing happening. Dragon's gonna be up in 5.
Dragon is up. Blue team's moving in.
It's gonna be a fight here at Dragon because they can't give away this 4th one.
Yeah, they're gonna have to engage here. Again, the Sion ultimate is down, so that's actually pretty huge.
Red team might actually bully them out of this one.
All dragons are up. Vesuvia goes in, does not use her ultimate. She might get locked down. There it is. She used it defensively. Meanwhile, some members of horrible team name are trying to do some damage to the back line. There they go. They get 1 kill already. Goes over to Korean mid. Vesuvia's going to go down next. A rocket coming through for So Crazy Willis. Can he get some good crits on their team? 1 goes down. He gets excited. The boomerang blade misses. Only Tuna's going to start beating up on people with his passive, but he's not going to do enough damage. So actually, a very nice team fight from Vayne. Please carry. B-Man's in trouble here. Did B-Man DC again?
Oh man. Red team with the equalizer.
Yeah, that's going to be only now 1,000 gold lead, and now they get their first dragon.
That could be what they needed to come back in this game.
Yeah, it was confusing the fact that they decided, I mean, I understand maybe putting some pressure on Vayne Please Carry backline with Fur Pop and Sion, but at this point in the game, you just got to realize, you just peel for Jinx. She's going to do a lot of damage. There's a lot of that fight where she had to dance around the backline because she didn't know exactly who she had to peel for. Or for her.
It's fun watching the tree walk back to lane.
So actually we were wrong. Sivir went back and did not finish a Bloodthirster, even though she had 2 of the components for it. She got a Infinity Edge and still has that Vamp Scepter, so it looks like she just got the Vamp Scepter for nothing but lifesteal.
I wonder at what point she realized she couldn't get a Sanguine Blade.
Clearly that's what she was going for initially. I would be pretty crushed.
She had to adapt her build.
Yeah.
Happens.
Yeah. Kissel, what do you think is the most powerful bonus from smiting a camp? I think Raptor Vision.
It depends on what part of the game you're in, but Raptor Vision is good. I mean, obviously the amount or the wards you can clear with that is very nice. Also, depending on, like, let's say maybe a dragon fight, or if you're losing the game, the wolf ward thing is actually not a bad thing either.
Right.
So
I'm gonna have to go with Baron buff.
Baron buff's probably good. That's a good point.
That is a good one. Does the poison armor from the big
Frog's fine
frog.
too. I mean, like, they all have their advantages here and there.
Does it actually do a large amount of damage?
It's not a large amount of damage, but it is something. And I mean, the damage will add up over time.
Yeah. Interesting
yeah,
little.
Rek'Sai. He's actually, yeah, Rek'Sai building Warmogs. I don't play Rek'Sai very often. Actually, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say I've never played Rek'Sai. But that's a strange buy for him, I think. Just straight Warmogs and no armor or anything.
Critting for 525. Pinging Baron.
Yeah, they are pinging Baron. I mean, they looks like they're just gonna try and this is turning into that good old ARAM mid option. Sivir's down the bottom. Maybe they can try and do some damage to this turret. There goes the Orbitception. So they're getting a little bit of hits on. Lord Abel does get knocked up, so a lot of damage coming through on Lord Abel. The zap coming through the Zenith Blade almost lands onto So Crazy Willis.
I mean, if you got that kind of weight to throw around, you need to abuse it.
That's true. You gotta be careful, So Crazy Willis. That one kind of tickled your butthole a little bit right there.
Maybe she liked
Definitely felt the wind between his ankles there. Good old Scion. Love those quotes.
Alright, the dance continues in the mid lane. I don't want to say it, but this portion of the game, this last minute or so, has kind of reminded me of Aether Wind and Scott's Tots game last night. Aether Wind had somewhat of an advantage in the game at the moment, and then they just decided to keep trying to 5-man push down a turret, the inner turret, the same exact turret we're seeing right now, and it was never successful for them until they just got desperate enough to start a team fight, and we all know how that worked out.
Yeah, if you look at it, I mean, having your whole team mid doesn't really do a whole lot for you if nothing happens.
Yeah, blue team's going a lot more for the ward clearing than putting up wards themselves. At least their trinkets are saying that. But they still have some decent ward coverage here and there.
Want that dragon.
Here we go. They're moving over. They've rotated to the bottom lane, doing some damage to the turret. Let's actually see how much damage it was. It's only about 20% health lost. The passive is popping Lord Abel. There's the... Oh my god, they blow up. Never mind, she flashes out of there. I thought for sure So Crazy Willis was dead, but there he goes. Korean mid's there. And now all of a sudden, it's a 2 for none now. Furpop's in trouble. Blind F2's gonna maybe finish up Furpop. He does. Double kill going over to Sivir. And there it is right there. Another kill, another 2 kills. 3 kills, sorry, for Vayne God Please Carry. And this has been turned around.
Team in the lead.
Pretty quick fashion. These team fights are getting a little sloppy. So Crazy Willis poked out a little too far right there. Got focused pretty easily.
The tank of Maokai and Volibear just can't be beaten.
You heard it here.
Some crazy shit, man.
Oh, and alright, so the outer turret's going down. Dragon's up in 20 seconds. There is literally no wards in the vicinity of Dragon, though. So you have to imagine that that's going to be coming up pretty soon, and wards will be flying down pretty fast and furious.
Looks like blue team is probably gonna be moving in for it here.
With all of red team backing, I think if blue gets there quick enough, it's free.
Yeah, if they were there right now, I would agree with that, but I think...
Yeah, maybe too late for them.
Oh, they're pinged it now. Red team has pinged it, so they know it's up.
Yeah,
and they're heading down there.
This might be another fight.
Scion does have his teleport. Maokai does not have his, so he's got to come down and join this fight.
This could very well be an inhib destroying fight as well.
That's true, yeah, we're getting to the 33-minute mark. Death timers are starting to creep up a little bit. And never mind, it looks like they're just going to give this up. They're going to try and maybe steal it with a zap. That's the only way they could steal it, and they missed with that. Winterfucks did go in, though, and he's actually going to give up his life for the dragon. That's the ultimate sacrifice right there.
I think that was pretty worth it.
The only question there is, would have horrible team name been able to even contest that dragon? Was Leona's thing even worth it there? But I mean, a drag for a death's not the worst. But the thing that they lost with Leona going down is the ability to lock down So Crazy Willis for such a long time in a team fight. And they may have to give up this turret.
They've got mid, it looks like.
Yeah, it's gonna happen with the Jinx.
And there it goes, so never mind, not exactly worth now. Korean mid is getting caught. Oh boy, can he get out of this? He gets ice tuned. They're blowing all this CC on him, and there's the Jinx rocket to finish him up.
They definitely need to catch that volley out if they want to.
It's gonna be at least. Yeah. Okay, that ended up not being worth it for red team at all.
I mean, Leona is up now, but they have actually replaced Leona going down for Korean mid, and they can't test this turret either. So, yeah, the losing of Leona right there and the amount of CC that she provides was very key, and it resulted in 2 turrets going down. And so Gold swings back in favor of Horrible Team Name.
It's a very close game.
It has been.
1,000 gold difference.
You have to imagine what would have happened had they not had to use that sub. Maybe this would have been a little bit more in favor of Vayne God Please Carry.
Yeah.
But even so, you gotta admire what Korean mid's doing. He doesn't know this team at all. He hasn't practiced with them, hasn't played with them, and he's doing respectable on the Maokai.
Keep in mind they wouldn't have had that volley bear though.
That is true. They would not have had the volley bear. And volley bear's he's making a lot of plays.
Yeah. 2-1 and 6. That's a respectable score. And a rush Thornmail.
Yeah, he does have Thornmail. No magic resist on him though. Yeah. So Lysandra, is there actually any? There is a Locket of the Iron Solari on the Maokai. So that'll help a little bit for every member on the team.
I love the dual Moby boots on red team. That makes me wet in my pants.
Dual Moby boots on red team, yes, on Leona, and also the volley bear.
It's really nice.
Well, when you think about it, volley bear and Skarner do very much the same thing. They both run in, try to get the back line, and then pull them back into their team.
Oh, did they have volley picked last game? Well, then we missed that. Or, well, I don't know who missed it then, but...
No, they didn't. Did they?
I think they did.
I believe, yeah, Vayne God Carry did have volley.
They did have volley.
The only thing that was different for them was the Ahri pick. They had Orianna last game, not Ahri. So they actually know that they're sitting in this bush, because obviously sonar from Rek'Sai can see that, or actually no, it pings them to someone being in that bush.
You're on top of sonar.
That's kind of how the song goes.
Yeah.
Alright, so anyway, so Zap hits Korean mid, so they have a little bit of sight of kind of where they're heading out to. Drew red buff gonna go over to blind F2.
Red team has complete ward coverage.
Yeah, red team's ward coverage is actually insane, especially around Baron.
Yeah, they definitely want to make sure they don't miss out on Baron.
You'd be pretty impressive to not find a ward with your scanner over there.
Yeah, that's a very good point. And it's also kind of curious, I mean, both top laners have their teleports up, but both of them not really eager to go anywhere else.
Yeah.
They're kind of sticking around their team right now, because the fight could break out at any moment.
This is scary. The calm before the storm, folks. Just interested to see who's gonna start the initiation.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think the best way to initiate for Horrible Team Name is to maybe catch a squishy target out with a Vesuva Ice Tomb. Obviously only Tuna can initiate on Scion. Burpop, if he gets the right knockup, can initiate as well. So, I mean, and then if you're Vayne God Please Carry, you gotta hope for a Winter Fox ultimate onto a high priority target like So Crazy Willis and good follow-up from your team, like they got in the fight they won prior to this one.
Well, the volley bear with the righteous glory, that's an easy pick right there for him to just kind of run in there and grab somebody.
Isn't that much needed extra movement speed on top of the Sivir ultimate, no less? So he can really charge into fights. And there, Furpop maybe overextending himself. The Flame Choppers are right there, kind of zoning out. Abel gets stunned. He flashes, actually. Gets Ice Tomb. That's not necessarily the person who wants Ice Tomb. The Super Mega Death Rocket also does not hit for very much damage.
The Scion TP'd in.
Now we're in the full pursue mode, but Ahri comes over the wall. The flash by So Crazy Willis to get away from golems. So Leona is getting completely zoned out here. Jinx is going to get excited. They're trying to get back to Jinx the best way they can. Korean mid jumps back to him, twist advance, but that's not going to be enough. Another kill going over. It's actually 2 for 2 now. Again, they're still trying to get to Jinx. Lord Abel goes down.
Oh, man.
They continue to try and go for Jinx. Zap misses. Jinx is trying to flash by golems. It was really awkward right there.
What are you doing?
True damage from Orb of Deception, though, and there's some damage comes through. Golems goes down. She's gonna get excited. Can she get the kill? Oh my gosh!
Jinx, can't leave her back there in the back.
They literally exhausted every resource to try to get to Jinx in the backline, and they still could not do it.
Holy cow!
I would love
Holy
to see
cow.
a Jinx solo Baron. I'd say they should go for it.
Jinx limps away from the battlefield.
My goodness. I mean, there's going to be no turrets or any advantages gotten. Actually, they're going to get Dragon off of this. It is up now.
It's very
Jinx should
quiet
definitely
on the
screw
rim.
that. Yeah, screw the Scuttle Crab. You got to get that Dragon.
That's that 4th dragon too. That's
Woo.
That might have been the team fight of the tournament. That could have literally gone either way. It looked for a really long time there that horrible team name was going to just mow through that fight after Leona went down. But, and I mean, you got to commend Lord Abel and Korean Mid for doing whatever they could to get to Jinx, but it just wasn't enough.
oh wow, the Baron.
And here comes the Baron. There's no wards. Is Volibear's flash up? Volibear's flash is not up. He has to get around that wall to smite it. They have to give this up. And there it is. So Baron going over to horrible team name.
And the red team was shooting it, so they were aware of it going down.
Power shifts back to blue team.
Yeah, they now have they have a 4,000 gold lead. Only up by 1 kill, but they did get that 4th dragon and obviously Baron buff.
Look at the dual pink wards, man.
It's taking this tree a long time to clear the vision.
Meanwhile, as far as So Crazy Will's build is going, it looks like he's actually going to go for a Quicksilver Sash, maybe, to get out of a little bit of CC.
I'm going to say this might be an inhib.
They might, yeah. I mean, they have this Baron buff. They're just charging down this lane, clearing some minions right now. Red buff going to go over to So Crazy Will. It's only going to make him harder to get to in team fights.
Ari got her blue again.
Ari did get the blue. Ari has some big items herself. She has 4 completed items that are huge. So she can shred. If she gets just 1 Orb of Deception onto So Crazy Willis, that's going to be a huge chunk of his life down. Blue buff in return going over to Vesuvia.
Man, the ward coverage is impressive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the red team seems to have it.
Oh man, only Tuna. Oh god, he is not in good shape right here. He's gonna have to ult away. That's the only thing he can do here.
Oh,
and there it is.
portal. I love it.
He did put the ZZ Rot portal down. I don't actually know if the minions are actually gonna be able to get to the turret from that spot though.
Who gives a shit? That's awesome.
Yeah, he built the ZZ Rot. And so, okay, so Vayne God, please carry, tried to maybe collapse on the members in the mid lane for horrible team lane, but didn't exactly work. Only Tuna rejoins his team.
Oh
And his
my,
ultimate is already over halfway off cooldown. So,
They didn't
He
see
did try to
the
do
ZZ
something
Rot.
with Baron buff here.
oh, they didn't see
wonder-
the ZZ Rot portal. Is Volibear gonna find it? He's gonna stumble upon it. There it is.
Oh man,
Man, look at that tank. That ZZ Rot tank.
look at that thing. Yeah. Shit.
It's taken him a lot of time to kill it. That's 25G in your pocket right there.
I mean, when you build straight tank, you gotta...
That's true.
It's gonna take you some time.
That is definitely true. And there is the Quicksilver Sash from So Crazy Willis. Only gonna make it a lot harder for them to cling onto her in a fight.
Nothing like critting a ward for 1 damage.
Crazy shit.
Alright, the ward coverage actually, the wards just expired, a lot of them around the map. So the ward coverage isn't what it has been, but I don't think they really need ward coverage right now. They're just coming right up the front door.
This is gonna be tough to crack down the door, though.
Yeah,
don't have
against a
time.
Sivir and an Ahri, even with Baroned up minions,
I mean,
that's not going to be successful. They need to hope,
Red
they need a team fight.
red team definitely doesn't have a stick house or a straw house. It's definitely a brick house. Big Bad Wolf ain't gonna be able to push it down that easy.
Wow.
That was pretty top tier analysis right there from Strat Daddy.
League historian right here.
League historian, that's
Do it
right.
all day. Did
So-
you know?
Go ahead.
Did you know that Earth is actually named after a champion that never came out? Name was Earth.
Oh, the Glacial
Ooh,
Path just
stunned.
barely going through there.
How'd she get stunned by that if she followed through with her claw?
That's a mystery. Alright, so actually it's going to be Horrible Team Name that's going to have to endure a little bit of a siege here. And their turret's actually taking some damage.
Don't think they can defend
Rek'Sai is all the way back in the bottom lane. They know he's down there too. Lord Abel's taking a lot of damage. There's the Ice Tomb. Vesuvia must have misclicked. He Ice Tombed himself under his own turret. Super Mega Death Rocket misses. They're trying to dive onto So Crazy Wells. No one followed Korean mid in though. He has to flash back away. If Jinx gets excited, this is gonna be trouble. Jinx does get excited, but never mind. Ari jumps in. Oh, Winterfucks continues to jump in with a Zenith Blade. They can't get back to So Crazy Willis though. But they do manage to kill Lissandra. But there's another kill. There's 2 for 2 still. These team fights are insanely epic. Golems takes the rocket shot. Oh my gosh, they're gonna have to back off here.
Sion gets away.
Oh my goodness. So a little bit of miscommunication there by Vayne, God please care, but they're gonna continue this push. No, never mind. They're gonna walk away.
2 for 2. I think they'll be able to hold this.
This is some of the most even team fighting I've seen in the Tournament of Mediocrity, I must say.
Yeah, this is a good game. Critting for 1100 now. Don't even have Baron buff anymore.
Oh wow, the teleport up top. They can maybe break this wall right here. He's not doing a ton of damage to this turret. At this point, if you're only Tuna, no, you don't want to risk a death for this. Well, never mind. Now if you're only Tuna, I think you just turn around and just try to kill that turret.
Run!
Oh, there's the ultimate. Never mind. He's actually going to go away. They're doing damage to the mid turret. Can Jinx actually take this down? She's taking turret damage. Oh my gosh. So half health turret here, half health turret up top. Actually below half health turret up top. So they tried to go ham there. And Dragon's up in 3 seconds. Oh my gosh. This is the 5th Dragon if they can get it. And Rek'Sai is in the area. They're going to go for it. This is the 5th Dragon. There's no one even close for Vayne, God please carry.
The red team was pinging it, so
they can't get there in time. And there it is. This is huge. Double all the bonuses, including true damage on auto attacks now.
True damage on auto attacks? You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, 150 true damage over 3 seconds on each member.
What?
Yeah. That is the power. That is the power of the 5th Dragon right there in team fights.
That's over 9,000 right there.
That is.
It's actually over 150. But no.
If every member of the team hits one person, yes, it is over. What? Actually, never mind. It's not auto attacks. It's just skill shots, or just any kind of attacks. So yeah,
it's anything.
Yeah, it's anything. I mean, that's a lot. Oh, those rockets from Jinx. If one of those rockets just happens to hit 2 of the members of the opposing team while they're doing this turret siege, that's at least 300 damage of just true damage right there.
Nah.
There it is. Bam.
1360.
I graduated college.
Yes, you did. With a degree, no less.
Hey. That's very true. Baron will be up in 10 seconds, and they can shred Baron with this 5th Dragon. And also, I mean, a Jinx. They might as well just, I don't know, like, they don't want to waste this 5th Dragon buff, because it will eventually wear off after 90 seconds, and they're pretty much almost up with that 90 seconds, but...
They do look very shiny, though.
They do. They have the flames around them. Baron is up. I don't know if they know it yet, or they've pinged it. The siege continues. This turret is slowly taking damage.
If they could only get an inhib, that Baron would be pretty quick. Pretty easy.
Dragon is now... No, it's still on him. Okay, this turret's so close to going down. This charm lands on only Tuna. It's not necessarily the target you want it to land on, though, if you're Ari.
You just need to get Jinx in there.
Yeah, just 1 or 2 auto attacks from Jinx, and that would be it.
I say if Rek'Sai and Sion just bull rush it, I mean, surely Jinx can just run in there and get some autos off.
Yeah, but if you're at this point in the game, you don't want to risk losing a ballsy team fight that might cost you the game.
That's true.
Port Abel's going to take a lot of damage. That was a huge rocket that hit 3 members of the opposing team right there.
Lots of true damage.
Yeah, that's a lot of true damage. Here we go.
600 true damage over 3 seconds.
They're clearing out all these. They're clearing out the minions though so well. Opposing team is.
With Baron being up right now, if Vayne God gets an ace, I think it'll be GG or close to it.
The next ace could probably close the game.
Well, it depends on who aces. I mean, they have to go a long way. They still have inner tier turrets to kill.
Everything
for Vayne God please carry, but. And now Baron Dragon buff is gonna be off in literally 2 seconds, I think.
Red team is in hot pursuit.
There it goes.
Want to get that Baron buff up.
All right, so now they don't have the 5th Dragon, and this is where Vayne God please carry looks like they're gonna contest.
Looks like they have to. They can't give away another Baron.
Yeah, they're down to almost only 5,000 gold, and at 50 minutes in, 5,000 gold is really not that much. So Crazy Willis actually leading the charge there. They gotta be careful. And the turret, oh my gosh, the inhibitor turret up
Wow,
top
nice.
goes down to Minions. Minions MVP. Lord Abel actually gets caught. He's gonna take a lot of damage for that. He's gonna get chain knocked up. Oh boy, they're gonna go in here. Cremit latches onto. Oh my gosh, the Orb Deception hits about everyone. B-Man goes down quickly. Golems gets Ice Tombed. There goes 2 down. Actually, they do kill Jinx. There's 3 members down for horrible team name. 4. This is gonna be an ace.
Shit. That was a
And there it is.
Yikes.
Was that a pentakill? No.
That was a quad, yeah.
They're
They're gonna
try to
completely ignore Baron at this point.
Yeah, they're gonna ignore Baron. They're gonna try and get as many turrets down as they possibly can. They have no minions to push with though. But Sivir gonna be able to
Leona
take.
don't give a shit.
Yeah, Leona's just going for it. He's gonna take a lot of damage, but they will get this turret down.
Volibear almost heals off the turret.
Yeah.
Oh my.
So here we go. They get this inhibitor. I don't think they can continue to go. They're gonna try. They're pinging it. They're still down for 30 seconds. They're gonna have their tanks go for it. Here we go.
Wow.
This is what
This
it's coming
might
down
be
to.
a GG. This might
Yep,
be it.
they're gonna get it. Yep,
If-
with the Maokai.
Vayne, God please carry, is trying their best to tank this. Oh my gosh, they only have 1 turret to go. They have every member of their team hitting it. The turret death timers are still up. There's still 6 seconds. This is gonna be the game.
GG.
Wow.
Yikes. One team fight, folks. One team fight.